from my faith during my teens. While I was lost, I met the woman who would become someone very dear to me and the mother of my child. Being biology students and understanding all about contraception, we thought we knew better than to have an unexpected pregnancy, but God had something else in mind. We quickly realized she had missed a period and double-checked with a pregnancy test and found out a baby had been conceived. I was thrilled at the news. I felt immense happiness at the idea of being a father, regardless of the timing and the impact it would have on my studies. I immediately told her that I would take full responsibility, quit school, and support her and care for the child. Her response to my resolve was, "I do not want any of this. Get it off me." I was stunned and I didn't know how to respond. At the time, Mexico City was the only place in Mexico where abortion was legal and a very sensitive topic for anti-Christian and feminists of the time. In their eyes, a man pleading for his child's life was no different than an abusing partner forcing his will over a girl. Because of this, I felt powerless to prevent any of this from happening. I felt no one would listen or care about my thoughts on the matter. After she decided she wanted an abortion, she looked up where to find an abortion clinic, and I accompanied her the very same day. After confirming the pregnancy with an ultrasound, the medical staff started dehumanizing my child, calling him the product as they pointed at him at the screen. I remember that she did not want to look at him, but I saw him. People in white robes and medical equipment went through the procedure as a matter of fact, reassuring us this would have no impact on her health long term, disregarding the life budding within her. We rarely spoke after the issue afterwards, but I know she suffered when her sister also had an abortion a few years after her. If only she had spoken up about her own story, she could have prevented her sister from suffering from an abortion too. We continued studying, graduated, and broke up, and I now moved to the UK to continue my studies, but I fell into deep depression. It took me years to return to my faith and realize how deeply hurt I was and the amount of guilt, grief, and regret I carried around. I found Rachel's Vineyard, and they helped me see that my grief is as valid as anyone else's. I was so afraid before the retreat and angry. I was angry at the woman who had taken the life of my child and angry at the man who was stood idly by watching it all happen. I felt I had blood on my hands, but 72 hours later, after having been on the Rachel's Vineyard retreat, I began to understand how great and powerful God's healing, mercy, and love is. All over the world, abortion, or legal pregnancy interruption, as it's called where I'm from, is seen as a matter of free will and the healthcare/reproductive right. However, ending an innocent life, a child's life, does not constitute a right, but a morally reprehensible act no one should freely choose. In light of this, I urge all men and women to do what I was scared to do back then. Speak up for the unborn children. Let people know abortion, what it really is, an abomination. Do not let people be blinded by fear in the face of the blessing of parenthood. I know I cannot make abortion go away or see my child smile with these words, but if I can stop one single abortion from happening, I will repeat it as many times as necessary. Abortion is not and will never be healthcare.
Ja.
Vielen Dank.